All right, guys, it's time to do a review of this 2022 Lexus UX 200. It rides on the same platform as the Corolla Cross, and the Toyota VHR, which I'm going to review as well here in a second. But I want to start with this car real quick. The Toyota did a good job of rebadge engineering between this and the likes of the Toyota VHR. Overall styling, this thing is average looking at best. Nothing really stands out on this vehicle. Yes, you do have Lexus nice front end, but in the rear end right here, it looks like a generic Toyota, or should I say Japanese product. The way these taillights are designed reminds me of like a Nissan. I'm not too hung over the styling, I would say. Now the interior is something completely different, which I'll get to in a second. But overall exterior styling, I wasn't expecting anything too spectacular considering it's based off a Corolla. Nevertheless, let's just go ahead and go on with the review real quick. I do want to talk about the interior. This is pretty much the base because that's a 2-liter, which I'll get to the engine in a second. Very nice leather seats. When I hop in here, nothing in this vehicle reminds me of the likes of the Toyota VHR. Not one single button. It's not a complete copy. The steering wheel is different. The steering wheel is nice and firm. I love it. The seats are very comfortable. Sorry, the car's a little dirty, but it's okay. Me being a 6'9" fellow like myself, I can fit in here decent. I am glad this vehicle does have power operated seats, which it needs. Of course, it's a Lexus, but it actually does feel like a Lexus compared to the Corolla VHR. See, the interior is actually pretty nice. Starting up. Yeah, you got that familiar 2-liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder. It's the exact same 2-liter from the red Toyota Corolla hatchback that I just reviewed as well. Let's look underneath the hood real quick, because there is something a little different. Alrighty, so once you pop the hood, you'll notice, yes, this is the same 2.0 from the Corolla I just mentioned, and the one you can find in the Toyota VHR as well, but you do have a nice Lexus plastic cover over it, so you can't really tell. One thing I do like about this is naturally aspirated, which is actually pretty good as well, because a lot of vehicles in the segment will give you a 1.2, 1.3. Let's just talk about General Motors real quick. You have the Buick Encore GX. It comes with a 1.2 or 1.3 liter 3-cylinder turbocharged. So it's actually really nice to have a naturally aspirated 2-liter in this vehicle. This has also made it to a CVT transmission, same way with the Toyota VHR and the Toyota Corolla. So let's go for a quick drive real quick, and let's just see how this thing fares. It still has that same launch gear as it was in the Corolla hatchback I just reviewed. There is a different level of insulation, I can tell. Obviously, you ride much higher than the likes of Corollas. And I keep forgetting about the Toyota Corolla Cross. That thing exists. Typical Toyota fashion, but I'm not a huge fan of the CVT. No, it's not worse than Nissan CVT whatsoever, but if you just notice the way I just accelerated, I didn't go full throttle, I didn't go half throttle. There's a nice little jerk. It's not as completely smooth as I was anticipated to be, but the power is very linear, and there is a bit of torque. So you got the same 169 brake horsepower, 151 foot-pounds of torque, unchanged. And you can get this vehicle in the hybrid as well. So this is the entry-level vehicle, but don't discourage. Let's see how it goes up this hill. Now, I did have to go over $4,000 just to go up the hill, but it made its way up here. Turning radius, this size of vehicle, is pretty good. But again, I do have to stab the gas pedal just a little bit just to go out my way. So you have 4 adults in here. This thing will feel underpowered. So that's where kind of where the 1.3 turbocharged 3 cylinders come in. And you're still going to get great gas mileage out of this vehicle. I mean, this is a Toyota, as you guys know. Performance-wise, my foot's to the floor. It accelerated. It got out of its way by force. But just sitting here, it's really comfortable. I really do like this car. Much more comfortable than the Buick Encore GX that I reviewed. And you can't really beat that Toyota reliability, and especially this engine. Nothing too fancy, so if it does break, A-okay. I do need to go over the infotainment center real quick because this thing is just horrendous, which is why I recommend not buying this vehicle brand new. So the idea of it is good. So if I just press this for media, okay, it goes to the media stuff. Bluetooth, where we got hooked up, USB, whatever, whatnot. And press this button right here, you can see for the radio, it goes to radio selection. But there is no volume knob in the car, so I had to either do it from a steering wheel, or it says volume right here, so then you can just turn it up and down right here. Here's where the horrible stuff goes in. So this is not, you can't touch this. You can't touch it at all. So you have to use this pad, which is horrible. And if you're trying to do it while you're driving like I'm trying to do, it's horrible as well. You're more focused on how the heck to operate this thing. Just overcomplicated for absolutely no reason. But what's funny is you still get a CD player. All right, in closing of the 2022 Lexus UX 200, which I'm glad they called it that. Because usually nowadays, it'll probably be like $350, but it has a 2-liter. So that's the reason it's a 2.0. To close out, when you get this vehicle brand new, it's around $33,000, $34,000, $35,000, which I hated for the Buick Encore GX I reviewed as well. That type of money. Now, of course, people want something small and compact, and they're willing to spend that type of money in this type of vehicle. But I would say this, find one used. If you really like this car, you really want this car, I would say just get one used. It's a Toyota. I do like the fact that it's based off the Corolla. Very simple, easy to operate powertrain. 2.0, naturally aspirated 4-cylinder. CVT kind of jerks a little bit, but it's okay. The styling at the front, it has that very nice Lexus grille. Very subjective, but I actually do like the grille. Rest of the car is kind of meh. But I would say, do not purchase this vehicle brand new. Get one used. Mid to low 20s. I would say it's a sweet spot right there. And enjoy the vehicle. It's very comfortable. One of the most comfortable cars in the segment, I must say. But the worst thing about this thing is the infotainment center right here. That pad is horrible. Absolutely horrendous. And I really didn't want to talk too much about it. Obviously get one for a test drive, brand new or used, to see how it fares for you. But overall, I'm gonna say it's a decent car. Not the best in the segment. Really comfortable though. Try all the alternatives, but if you need one, get one used. That's what I must say. That being said, thank you guys so much for watching my video. I'll see you next time.